Hi all. So, going to talk you through this new patch, as it seems like there's a lot of question marks about what the changes are and what actually they involve. So, going to start off with probably the basic changes and then go into some of the more higher level ones that you may not come across. First thing is there's a completely new level. So stage 14. Pretty straightforward. I believe you need to be level 88 to complete that. So you've got a normal mode and elite mode. Do recommend killing Land of Rebirth first time because you get lots and lots of legendary and mystic runes, which is very nice. But once you've completed normal, the other element you get is nightmare mode. Now nightmare mode is really good fun. When you complete the first time, you get artifact essences, which I'll go into a bit later, but very, very important. You also get guardian leashes, which is for the new pet system, which hasn't come out this patch, but should hopefully come out in the next patch. Again, really, really good. But just bear in mind with these, they don't show in your inventory yet, so you do get them, but they're just not sitting in there. So don't be surprised if you look and can't find it. To get your 3 stars with this one, I think you've got the conditions here. So you need to pass the stage for 1 star, pass the stage within 60 seconds for 2, and to get your 3rd star, you need to do all of that with only 1 death. It's not terribly difficult at this level, but just worth bearing in mind. So I do suggest doing that, certainly for the first time, to be able to upgrade your gear. So that's the stages. Next element is obviously the difference in challenges. So there hasn't been too much change to Endless Dream. It's still to 90. It's pretty much exactly the same. What has changed obviously is your store. Let's do a refresh. So what you had in here was obviously the new heroes. Seems to have gone back to some of the old ones on here, which is interesting. Let's try another refresh, see if that changes. So I had 9 Tails etc. in there, but currently we've got Thor etc. back, so I presume they're going to have a look at that. Resource run has changed, so we do now have a blitz option. So if I show the first one, you got to do is you got to fight it first of all. So I can see we've got double damage on Emperor here. I've got triple damage on Omega. So let's quickly do a fight on this, just to show you. And that fired away. Always remember to try and use a tank on this, because otherwise it just stuns all your DPS. As tempting as it is to go with 4 DPS, you just don't end up doing the damage because of that. So just let that fly through. Do love Silver Spear on these levels. Just let that go. I think a lot of the changes with the new patch seem to be time savers, I would say, which for me is fantastic. Really looking forward to those elements, because one of the things is not finding time to do things. So no, really, really good. It's nearly done now. Okay. Fantastic. So as you can see, we've now got a blitz option, so I can just sit there and blitz those through. Obviously we're on double event at the moment, so fantastic. Okay, so there we go, that's that element. So that was resource run. World boss, there has not much change per se. I think the biggest one, if you click on overview, you can see there's now some damage rewards. So if you hit a certain damage level, then obviously you can just claim all at the bottom when you claim your rewards. That's really, really good. Did that for the first time last night. All good fun. Elemental Bash, we've got similar. People are going, where's the Blitz? Exactly the same. So, yeah, come back. Sorry. Messenger going mad. So you have to kill this once to be able to get the Blitz to appear. So just let that move forward. It's pretty quick, to be fair, to do the first one. I think the Blitz used to show up before you did that. Take that, thank you. And then, as you see, we've now got Blitz appearing. I'm liking these. Lots of diamonds, that's always handy. So on and so forth. I haven't yet managed to find a pattern for this. I think it is generally random. But to try and get the diamonds, I think that's probably the best reward. Right, okay. Dream Treasure. Absolutely loved the new Dream Treasure. So I've done these, so I can't show them, unfortunately. But when you click on these to create a new mine, instead of having to click explore, you can now actually select the mine that you want. So for me, I'd selected the Medium Elite Cave. But once you've done it once, then you've got a Blitz option. So you can just literally spam the same dungeon. It's such a time saver for me. So it's fantastic. So really looking forward to that. Explores Plunder's pretty much exactly the same, so no change there. So that's our challenges. Arena, pretty much exactly the same. Store, obviously you've got Azure shards in there now, so seem to only get one of those, so that's gone back to Miyamoto. So let's come back out of that. So that hasn't changed. Sky Arena, pretty much exactly the same. So you need to complete the first 9. And once you've done that, you've then got the Blitz option to whatever you scored in the first one to get on your second attempt. So I appreciate that. Obviously, it's from VIP 11 anyway, so you're going to have more than one attempt. But unfortunately, if you're not that level and you've only got one attempt, you are going to have to actually do the work. So there's no change on that side. Honor Arena, obviously that's all opened up now, as you can see on there. So Honor Arena is changing in terms of if you finish within top 10 there's a new level, but obviously we've not seen that side as yet. Rewards are exactly the same. Conquest Arena, it's now got a score on there, which is always good. So lots of people trying to attack me, always fantastic. And obviously your rank list, so that's exactly the same. So there's a few changes on there. So moving forward, so we'll go on to the equipment. So the legendary equipment. So it's done exactly the same way. So you need to collect those shards that I showed you right at the beginning. So you can get them from events, or you can pull them from the Nightmare dungeons. Now, once you've upgraded to top 5, to level 5 on Augment, you'll see a button that's switched there that says Transform. It costs 1,000 of those shards. And when you click that, it will then turn the item red, and it really is a big HP gain, or whatever the main stat is at the time. So well worth doing, moving to the Mystic equipment. So definitely a good change. I mentioned obviously we got some new heroes. So at the moment I think I've only picked up the one, which is the Druid. Never find these things. It's so much easier if it's... There we go. So Archdruid, so the new heroes are all in there. So we can have a look at that. Events, pretty much exactly the same. Time limited divination, obviously we've got the new heroes at the moment. That doesn't seem to have reset for some reason, so there's a potential bug there. And then obviously these are all, that's all the same. Championship, we've now got the auto queue button. Obviously I know they're working on that at the moment, so I know that's a known bug. But in theory there's a little button, it costs 240 diamonds, and that'll allow you to auto queue when that's working. And absolute lifesaver, someone like me, where it goes off at sort of 3 o'clock in the morning. So no, really, really good. Guild hasn't changed dramatically. Guild store, obviously, pretty much exactly the same as they were before. Guild War, obviously, we're waiting to have a look at that one, and Guild Dungeon is exactly the same. Getting your gold, getting your stamina, again, is exactly the same, no change there. Equipment, inherit, so that's one that I'm getting asked a lot about, is how do you inherit? Well, first of all, the cost is 600 diamonds to do it, but if I want to inherit, so you select what you're inheriting from. So let's say, for argument's sake, I'm inheriting this one. You select what you're inheriting to, and what it does, it tells you what will happen. So assuming I was doing that, currently my hero Archdruid is 4 stars, it will go to 6, it will go to level 49, it will go to epic, ultimate skill stays at level 1, leader skills at 1, and obviously the talent levels that it will go to. The inherent cost, like I said, is 600, but it also has got a little box there. It says you need 3 Archdruid shards to be able to do it. So that's all you need to do on that. Elemental stones the same, and heroes exactly the same in terms of your dust and card cost, etc. So no difference whatsoever there. So apart from that, I think that's pretty much the majority of the changes that we've got. Obviously, I mentioned then the artifact essences. Just having a quick scroll through. Recycle's exactly the same. Your store's exactly the same. So pretty much you should be able to work it from there. Like I said, I think most of the updates are there for ease. I think once we've got past the initial bug stage, it's going to be a really, really good patch, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I know all the guys are working hard to try and get that fixed. So I look to see that perhaps in the next coming days. And obviously we've got our treasure trove on at the moment, so do make the most of that. I know a few people are mentioning that the daily sign-in has changed from Heim to Revenant, and you know what, I'm quite happy about that personally. I think it's nice to have a couple of heroes for those that, you know, are putting money into the game. It kind of gives it that bit of rareness to a degree. Revenant's a nice hero anyway, to be fair. So that's the overall patch. Like I say, there's not really been any changes other than that. So hope you enjoy it. And if you do have any other questions, guys, let me know. Cheers.